Who doesn't like a road trip? And guess where we are? So the little day trip, Casa d'Elsa, down in Tuscany, just near Siena, just near San Gimignano, and our friends just live in a fairly newly renovated villa, 10-minute walk from here. I hope you enjoy this episode. As always, Expat Lifestyle with Bads. Thumbs up, subscribe, bell notifications on. Let's get into this episode, shall we? It's a beautiful little place, a village. As a tourist you'd never visit. So as we leave the historical centre of Florence, you'd be pleased to know I've got the navigating duties once more. So before we hit the road, a quick coffee at a little cafe or bar called Rimani, and it's at Piazza Ferrucci, and we're about to jump in the car and head up over Piazzale Michelangelo, and then we're soon to hit the open roads and head down towards the lovely Tuscan area and hills around Siena. Okay, now with any road trip, the coffee's important, and why not have a little Sole Mule as well. And we're off to an area close to Siena. It's about 70 kilometres away. Piazzale Michelangelo, a wonderful scenic lookout, overlooking the beautiful city of Florence. It's always busy. Okay, so we've just stopped to stretch the legs a little bit and to just de-stress. We've not quite gotten lost, but you know what it's like, road trips in unfamiliar territory. Nevertheless, we're around the Castellina area in Chianti, Tuscany. Not too far away is San Gimignano, but have a look at the view behind me. Just beautiful, isn't it? Now we are visiting some friends who have a lovely Tuscan villa in a beautiful part of Italy. Looking forward to sharing the day with you. Grazie. A typical Tuscan setting. Now, as you may know, Siena runs a traditional bareback horse race twice a year in their main piazza. Well, the tradition also occurs here in Casole d'Elsa, with a bareback horse race occurring on this very track. And this horse track is just below that town over there, a town most people will drive by. Not today. So, Casole d'Elsa is that town over there. This small town of 3,800 people is not in the tourist guide, but is still situated in the heart of Tuscany, west of Siena and not far from the famous San Gimignano and Volterra. And some serious history here. Have a look at this. An Etruscan burial tomb, I guess. So this predates the Romans in this area by, well, it goes back to about 300 BC. And on a hilltop overlooking the town of Casole d'Elsa is this 14th century church. Now, I think it's time we go and explore the town, Casole d'Elsa. And welcome to Casole d'Elsa. What a lovely little village on the hilltop. With views that we all enjoy, Casole d'Elsa is very much known as an artisan town. So if you're an artist, you can actually take a painting or sculpting holiday here. Now, as you wander around this little hilltop town, you'll find sculptures popping up here and there. It's fun, and I've enjoyed it too, to wander around and spot these quite thought-provoking pieces of artwork. So the local primary school children did all these. very arty town, Casa de Elsa. So some talented children here, that's for sure. Here's something to ponder. I'm pretty sure I was the only tourist walking around the streets of this Tuscan town as our friends proudly showed this is the place they now call home. Now this is a village you would never go and explore because there's so many like this. Just wonderful. No tourists here. Now I've lost my travelling party, but it is a very small hilltop village, so I think I can find them, and I hope I do because it's ice cream time. So, about 5 or 6 years ago, our friends bought a property that overlooks the racetrack, that track I showed you earlier. It's about a 10-minute walk from here. A large farmhouse with a large hay barn. A real renovator's delight, however. 1,000 years old and uninhabited for quite some time. To give you some perspective, the last owners still had their farm animals living on the ground floor. The transformation is amazing and inspiring. Look, I do want to show respect for privacy, so I've kept the following footage to a minimum. Here we see the old hay barn, now a fully contained apartment, ideal for when friends and family stay. And just opposite the restored hay barn, we have here the 2-storey main dwelling or residence. Beautifully done inside. Original features, the stonework. Gee, they've done a great job. It was lovely sitting inside having lunch. Have a look at the landscaping. The views, spectacular. What about the catapult trebuchet ball they found when digging on the ground floor? The history is truly amazing. Casole d'Elsa. It's that town over there, isn't it? It's one of those towns where most people drive past on their way to visit the bigger, more famous town like Siena, San Gimignano Volterra. But it was a gem, and I just felt I wanted to share this one with you. Being here, I've got time to do that because I understand when you're travelling, your time is limited, and so you do need to be very selective in where you go and what you see. And this could be perhaps a town for those that are visiting Italy for their second or third time perhaps. Hey, what about my little olive trees here? Growing fruit, did you know? Olive trees love sun, and this is a lovely sunny balcony. So I'll keep you informed regarding whether we're going to get some olives from this later in the year. Now, keep the questions coming along. I love receiving your feedback, and if you have a particular aspect of Florence that you'd like me to explore, just let me know and I'll do my best to perhaps put together an episode just for you. Please share. If you haven't subscribed, it's greatly appreciated. Otherwise, I'll see you next episode. Ciao.